This is my 2023 empty video, which I have collected my empties for almost the whole year, and I have quite a big number of empties to share today. And with makeup, I'm pretty sure it's like 21 or 23, which is pretty impressive considering makeup is hard to finish. And there's a lot of skincare, body care as well. So let's just start. First one is the one that I had in my project pan, and I am so proud and sad to be done with this. Is the SUQQU the cream foundation. It's all done. It's gone. This is my favorite foundation, so I'm sad I can never use this one ever again because this is discontinued. Yeah. And the next one was also in my project pan, and this is my Clinique cheek pop in the shade Nude Pop. It's all gone as well. I had this for years and years, and it's actually one of my favorite blush, and I'm happy to be done with this. Even though I love this so much, but I have been using this one for so long, it kind of feels like it's time to say goodbye. But I might repurchase this one, maybe not right now, like in the future in another color. The formula is absolutely great. Like, I really like the formula. It was easy to blend. It's not too pigmented, but it's also not like no pigment. It's very easy to navigate kind of formula, which I really love. Let's get mascaras out of the way because there are a big amount of mascaras. Oh, this one is brown, so 7 mascaras because I do replace my mascara once in a while, like 2 to 3 months depending. 4 out of 7 are the Can Make Quick Lash Curler mascaras. This is absolutely my favorite formula. It's not like a very intense formula that gives you like the most volume or anything, but it does separate your eyelash so well. It's lengthening, and it doesn't smudge at all on my oily eyelid like every mascara at least smudge a little bit on me, but this one doesn't. It's really a mascara that made for me because I don't really like the clumpy, super intense mascara, and this is a very like delicate mascara. Just enhances my lash like in a very nice way. Like I am wearing it right now. Don't know if you can tell. My eyelashes are so straight, and this is the one that will hold the curl as well. So no smudge, holds the curl, is not too intense. It separates the eyelash super nicely. It's everything that I asked for, and it's very inexpensive. And the other 3, 2 of them are from a brand called A2C. This is like a primer, eyelash primer, but it's like black, so it basically saves the purpose as a very natural mascara. It was okay, it was fine. I felt nothing about it. And this Eye Addition mascara, this was a navy mascara, but you can't really see the navy once it's on the eye. It just feels like a less intense version of black. But this one is too natural, even for me. Like, I love a natural mascara, but this is too natural in the sense that I might as well just only curl my eyelash and wear nothing. So yeah, I don't think this is worth to spend the money. And this is Season Lasting Curl Mascara. I think I also liked this one, and I used this one in a period of last year. It was good, but it was slightly more natural than the Can Make. So I just feel like this is only a little bit more than this one. Still a little bit too natural for me, even for someone that likes natural mascaras. Some eyeliners. I have 3. Well, this one technically I have a little bit left, but originally it was like a super big one. And I'm gonna declutter this anyway, so I'm just gonna throw this in the empty video. This one, it was good at first until I realized this one smudged on me super badly. Like I will have this like a panda eye after like 2 or 3 hours of wearing this. This is from the brand Koji pencil eyeliner in the shade brown. Wow, very creative name. This is from the brand Excel. This is basically 3 eyeliners in one. There is this gel eyeliner, which I don't really like. It's been dried out. There is this powder, which I also don't really like. But I really like this pencil, the liquid liner side. This is super nice for doing the eyeliner and also draw the under eye lashes, which I have none. So if I want to have some, I have to draw it by myself, and this is very good for that. Now it's like kind of dried, so there's not much pigment to it, but it was the right amount of color for drawing eyelashes. I sometimes even can use this on my eyebrow because the color was just the right color for me. Other than the reason that it's dried out a little bit, I have had this more than 5 years, so it's definitely time to let it go. And this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color, so it's actually a brow pen, but I use this for eyeliner. The color was just so good. Well, now it's like dried, so there's not much color there. This is in the shade dark. It looks like a very light, but it was just so good for a natural, not too much in your face eyeliner. I loved this one so much, and I think I use it off. That's why like the ink is not coming off. I do have some other eyeliners that I love at the moment, so I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase, but if I do get a chance, I might, because it's very good. Another eyebrow is the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara from Essence. I don't really use eyebrow mascara that much because my eyebrow, they just stay in place on its own. It's super coarse hair that just sticks up. So I really don't need help, so I don't know why do I even have this and use this. But yeah, like I feel like these eyebrow mascaras, they only make my eyebrow look weird because they're already up. So yeah, I'm glad that this is done. There is this Can Make Wink Glow Eyes. This was a limited edition eyeshadow, and you can see I have used quite a bit, but now it's dried, so like I have used a lot, but the rest of it has been dried. And this is, I believe, a limited edition formula, so now I can't really get it anymore, but I actually really liked it for the like natural makeup, like a sheer mid-tone brown base with glitter on top. Like it's just a very easy way to do that type of look with this. There's nothing much I can say because it's discontinued. These 2 lip pencils, I believe it is Milani. It's like all sharpened away, so I don't know what it is, but I believe it's from Milani, and this is from Essence. The Milani one is in the shade All Natural. The Essence one is in the shade 11 in the nude. They are both nude lip liners. That's good for matching my shade. And you can see I have used a lot, but now it's dried and it smells weird because I have been having this like more than 4 years. So I think it's time to let them rest. And then there's these 2 super disgusting Fenty Beauty glosses. One is in the shade Glass Slipper, the other is in the shade Diamond Milk. I blended some liquid lipstick in it, so it's pink, but it's actually clear with glitter and shimmers in it. And this one is like completely clear. I love Fenty lip gloss, but I have used up so many. It's definitely more than 7 tubes at this point, so I think I'm good. I have this NARS tinted lip balm. It's the Afterglow lip balm in the shade Orgasm X. Okay, and I have used this up. I actually am just okay with this formula. There's a minute on YouTube that everybody loves this formula so much, but I just don't get the hype. It's just an overpriced lip balm. The color is not even showing that much. Well, it's very hydrating. It's like doing a good job in that sense, but I don't understand the hype. I won't repurchase them. And this is a Can Make. This is a base coat. There's only like a tiny bit left in this bottle, which is dried up, so I can't use it. But you can see on the most part, it's empty. Like I basically used this one up. It's just like it's cleaning on the walls of this bottle. It was okay. It was quick drying, but I didn't find this one to prolong the wear of my nail polishes, so I wouldn't be repurchasing this one. And then this is my NARS cheek palette. I have deposited this before, but I'm talking about this one. This is the bronzer Laguna. This palette is actually the Virtual Domination cheek palette. I think this is from their 2024 collection, not 2020, 2014 Christmas collection. So it's been 9 years, which is kind of crazy to have something like makeup wise that long in your collection. And I have used up their bronzer. And this bronzer is actually bigger than their full size. I think now their full size is 8 grams and the bronzer in here is 10 grams. It's written in the packaging and I have used it up. It's actually a very good bronzer. I might even repurchase in the future. The next one is actually not a used up item. It's like a broken item. It's a sponge from Daiso. I actually really liked this sponge other than the fact it's like this, and because this is that kind of pad thing, so if you don't have this part, it's kind of you just can't use it, so I just have to throw this one away and I wouldn't repurchase because I only use this like a couple times and it's doing this. My other ones never does something like this, so it's not good quality. Don't get this one from Daiso. I guess this could count as makeup as well. Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. I don't know how I feel about this one because when I spray this on my face kind of itchy and hurts at the same time, but it's like a very subtle. It's not anything that's like super severe or unbearable. So I just didn't really like this one because that's the way how it makes me feel. I basically just use this to spray on my sponge, which in that way, surprisingly, in my skin was fine. So that's how I use it up. I won't be repurchasing. I don't feel like this is doing anything for me. RCMA No Color Powder. This is kind of cheating a little bit because I haven't actually finished this one. I just have like this amount left and I put it into another container that's easy to use because this packaging is very hard to use if you're just trying to use it every day. I do really love this powder on the face and also as a dry shampoo. That's why I can finish like a lot of it. And I also give a little bit, like maybe about a half of this to my friend, and she really liked this one as well. I don't know if I will repurchase if I am done with mine, but it's a good powder and surprisingly very good for like as a dry shampoo. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This is another one that makes my skin feel a little bit itchy, so I basically just finished this by using this to wet my sponges, which in that way it was good. And also I'm not like wetting my whole like beauty blenders that kind of like wetting my sponge. It's one of those ones that doesn't get bigger, so it doesn't really soak much of the product. So I just kind of wet the surface of the sponge with this, which in that kind of use, this lasts me for such a long time. But I don't think I will be repurchasing, because for me, my concern in makeup is the lasting power, not how hydrating it is. And this mist don't make your makeup last longer. It just adds hydration, which I don't really need, so no repurchasing. Okay, this is a sponge cleaner from Shiseido. I don't know if this is count as makeup or anything, but I actually really like this formula. I like this one way better than the Daiso, because the Daiso sponge cleaner, it just have so much foam. I just feel like I can never get the sponge actually clean, because it just feel like there's so much little foams inside of the sponge, and sometimes if I don't rinse that thoroughly, I just feel like the sound of the foam inside of the sponge whenever I'm using it, which is not a pleasant feeling, right? And it's also a waste of water if you have to run that sponge under the water for like a minute or anything. But this one doesn't have that much foam, but it cleans your sponge so good. And I have been repurchasing this for like a couple times. So yeah, definitely gonna be repurchasing it once I am out of like any sponge cleaner. Okay, and that's my makeup empties, and now we are talking about skincare. Okay, the first one, this Sofina IP Base Care Essence. This is like Sofina is a drugstore brand in Japan, but the price is in between of a drugstore and high-end. I think this super big essence, which is 180 grams, are about $50. So for the amount of product you get for like a serum essence, $50 isn't that expensive. But yeah, it's not like a drugstore price. And this is the concept of this is like seems like a very useless product. This is a base, like a primer for the other skincares. So this will soften your surface skin, so the other skincare will absorb better. But when I was using this, I just treat this one as a hydrating serum, which it works well in that way. And it's very fun to use because it comes out in like a foam texture. I actually really like this. I got this one during a sale. I don't think I will repurchase if it's like full price, but if it ever gets like a big sale again, I might repurchase. And this is actually a body lotion, but I used a hand and body lotion, but I used this one as like hand cream. I had this since 2020, so it's almost 4 years, because I remember I have been having this since the beginning of 2020, so it's almost 4 years. I have nothing to say about this. Oh, I forgot about the name. It's the Natural Origin Faith in Nature Grapefruit and Orange Hand and Body Lotion. This was a brand in the UK, I believe. This is made in UK, right? And it's like cruelty free and vegan. But I don't find the formula is that good, because it's not hydrating my hands that much. Let's say a fully moisturized hand that you won't feel the dryness from it is 100, and a dry hand with no moisture is 0. This can only get you into like 50. So it's better, but you still feel a little bit dryness. So every time I use this, I just feel like it's not enough. But the only thing good is it's not sticky either. So yeah, not sticky, but also not super moisturizing. Caudalie Purifying Gel Cleanser from Caudalie. It was good. I bought this in a sale. I think the price is pretty good for what it is. But at the end of the day, it's just a cleanser. It's like a not drying gel cleanser. And I can't get product just works the same in the drugstore. That's a better price. So I don't think I would be repurchasing. I don't know how to pronounce this brand. Veleda Skin Food. This was actually pretty good, but not for using it on its own, at least for me. I see a lot of people have like very dry skin, use it on its own, but for me, I have combo skin. I can be a little bit dry in the winter, but yeah, I can't use this on its own because it's super sticky. I feel like I am those sticky rollers. Whenever I apply this on its own on my skin, it's like sticking every little dust particles in the air onto my face. But I mix this with other moisturizer that I feel is the moisture is not enough in the winter. In that way, it works really well. And yeah, I really like this one. La Mer, the treatment lotion. And I have been using this for like years. It's only this year I started using Korean skincare, so I just stopped using this. But yeah, it was really good to make your skin stronger and make your skin more balanced. That's the effect I am getting from this one. So if one day I feel like there's nothing else that I want to use, I might repurchase. I really love this one. This is the Tone Up UV Essence from the brand SUQQU. It's basically a purple sunscreen and it was good. Like, it was easy to spread across your face. The white cast is not crazy. There's a little bit because it's a purple sunscreen. It's naturally gonna make your skin lighter, but it's not waterproof at all. So if you do get some water on your face, this is gonna come off right there. So if you are like a very sweaty person, I don't think this one is gonna be good for you. I might repurchase in the future. I don't know right now. Indeed, Retinol Reface. It's a retinol serum. For me, I find that these retinol serums, I don't see much effect from it because it's anti-aging products, right? You do have to, if you really want to see the results, you probably kind of have to apply this to half of your face for like 10 years to compare to the other half that's not been applying this for 10 years, right? I can't say anything about the actual anti-aging effect, but the feeling of it, I think it was not like oily like some of the retinol products, and it was easy to use. It's not super drying, at least for me. My skin barrier is pretty strong, so I barely get any skincare burns or anything. So this one was okay for me, but I don't know if it's good for sensitive skin or anything. But now I basically just use a lot of Asian skincare, like Korean or Japanese skincare brands, so I don't think I will be repurchasing this one. Another La Mer product that I have been using for years that I stopped using this year because I started to use like some Korean skincare. This is the moisturizing soft cream. This is not original because my skin can be a little bit oilier sometimes, so I just purchased the soft version of this cream, and I have been using this for years. I love it. Again, same with this one. If I ever feel like I don't have anything to use, I might repurchase, but for now, I'm good. And this one, I actually finished last night. It's the Belson's limited edition 100% squalene oil. I think this is their permanent product. 200 ml version of this is limited edition. I think I got this probably 2 years ago, and I only been able to finish last night. It took like more than 2 years to finish because it's 200 ml. It was good, but there's nothing like different than other squalene oil out there. I think I don't want to say all squalene oils are created equal, but at least on my face there's not that much difference. Or maybe I just only used good ones, so I never know like how the bad ones worked. Even though this brand is expensive, but considering there's 200 mils, it's not a bad deal. So if I ever feel like the need to repurchase a oil, like a squalene oil, I think I would repurchase this one because there's a pump, which is very easy, and there's a lot of product. This is a moisturizer from Dear Claire's. It's the Rich Moist Soothing Cream. It's a Korean brand. This is one of those like feels like silicone type of formula, which I often find this type of formula not hydrating enough for me, and this is not an exception. It barely is enough for me in the summer, let alone in the winter. I had to mix this one with another moisturizer to make it like moisturizing enough. But it was like a good deal for the price. It's 80 mils, which is a lot of product for a moisturizer, and it's like, I don't know, from $10 to $20, something like that. So it wasn't bad, but I don't think I'm gonna repurchase because it's not very moisturizing. The ordinary retinol 0.5% in squalene. It was good. Like, it was nice. It was like a good cost performance. It's like affordable. But again, for retinol, I just don't know how it's working because it's supposed to be anti-aging, which is like a long time process. It's like a oil formula, so if you don't really like apply the oil texture stuff on your face, you're not gonna like this. But it's not drying, at least for me, and it's like very affordable. I might repurchase. I might, but for now I'm good. Fresh Umbrian Clay Purifying Mask. This was good. It was pretty good, but I just feel like for the price you don't get much product, so I don't think I would be repurchasing. But it was good, a good purifying mask that is not very drying on your skin. So I enjoyed it while I was using it, but I wouldn't be repurchasing this one. The Fresh Rose Face Mask. This was a pretty great mask. I used it up. Again, for the price, I feel like there are a lot of better choices, so I don't know if I would repurchase. But I enjoyed the very lightweight texture. It does hydrate your skin very, very nicely, and it smells so great. I love the rose scent of this. This one is a sad empty because this is discontinued. This is a Japanese brand called Empties. This is their Amino Cream EX. It was like such a great moisturizer that I have been like probably gone through like more than 10 tubs of this. It's just a very sad story that I have been using this like more than probably 8 years, and now it's gone. This I actually only finished a couple of days ago. This is a Japanese brand called Eatables. I think in Japanese they are calling this Eatables, so I think they are probably pronounced Eatables in English. And this is their Ulti Moist Serum. And I got this when there was basically a gift. There's this monitor program going on this big beauty website called @Cosme in Japan. So if you apply to those programs, there's a chance that you can get full-sized product. You just have to write reviews for them. And I applied for a set of this. There's another like essence, and this is the serum. I gave the essence to my friend and just used the serum. It was actually really, really good. But I don't know if I would purchase this using my own money, because this is kind of a high-end brand, and this is only just a moisturizing serum. I can't say it's like better than other things. I think it's good, but I wouldn't be repurchasing. This is Elizabeth Arden New York Retinol Ceramide Capsules. I finished this one, but I don't like it at all. It's the capsule is like fully how to say, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so silicone-y. It feels like you are applying your very silicone-y pore filling primers as your skincare. That's literally how it feels. So I just don't really like it at all because of how it feels on the skin. I think I'm never ever gonna get myself near this one. There's no way that I'm gonna repurchase this. Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer from First Aid Beauty. This was so good actually. My skin feels so smooth whenever, like when I was using this. I think I might repurchase if I get like a chance. This is so good. I wonder if this is any different from their like super huge tub formula. Yeah, I'm gonna repurchase this one if I am done with the moisturizer I'm using right now. This is a Japanese drugstore brand. It's called Unlabeled Lab. Basically, I think this is not super popular brand, but basically they're known for their vitamin C products, and this is their vitamin C 15 derivative, something like 100 MPa essence. I didn't feel anything about this because for me a lot of times skincare is about to use it consistently, not what like immediate effect it can give you, right? I liked the texture. It's like a very lightweight. I might repurchase when I am run out of vitamin C serums. This is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. It was okay. I don't get the hype around this brand because I feel like it's just appealing that everything is about fruits. It sounds so delicious that you want to put it on your face, but I just don't find their product any different or very unique than other products. If there's a good sale, I might be interested to purchase some of their brands, some of their products, which this one was purchased during like a big Black Friday sale. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna rush to repurchase this one. I don't feel I just don't understand the hype. Another sad story. The same brand, HSA, is their lip essence. One of the best lip essences that I have ever used, and it's affordable. This is about $10, and they discontinued it. Like 2 of my must-haves, they discontinued both of them, and I have been using this like almost 10 years and probably gone through more than 20 little tubes of these. It's so sad. A brand called SUQQU Mocha, which is not very well known brand even in Japan. This is a Japanese brand. I got this as a gift with purchase. It's their multi-function gel cream. It was actually really good. It's a very lightweight cream, but I find it super moisturizing. I sometimes when I was like super lazy and tired that I don't want to do much with my skincare, only this one could be like just enough moisture for me. So I don't know if I would repurchase, but it was very enjoyable while I was using this. Body care. This is a body gelée from the brand Sebum. It's their patchouli lavender vanilla scent, which I actually really like. I really like this scent, and I really like this gelée formula. It's so lightweight, but yet it's just enough of the moisture for the winter. And yeah, maybe in the next winter I will repurchase this again. I have been using their body care for like so many years, and most of their stuff are very good. Another body lotion from the same brand, Sebum, is their mineral body lotion, and it's their Dead Sea line. And I actually really like the sea scent of this line, so I bought this body lotion and I use it up. It's like super moisturizing without being sticky, which I love it so much. Aveeno Stress Relief Moisturizing Lotion. It's a lavender scented. It was okay. I like their oatmeal formulas way better than this one. But it was good. It was moisturizing and it was affordable. And this one, I actually gone through like way more than just one bottle, but I must be like throwing the other ones away. It's the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution. I only use this on my body because I have some body acne. And I find this helping a little bit, and it's like very easy to use because it's like a watery consistency and it's very affordable, so it's good to use on the body. And I might repurchase. I have been repurchasing this like years and years. Only like stopped recently because I was using something else. The Nivea Premium Whitening Body Milk. But the whitening basically just means brightening in Japanese. So yeah, I really like this one. I really like the Nivea Body Milk. I only used whatever they have released in Japan, so I don't know about the formula in other countries. But it was good. It was really good. I have been using this for years. And it was not sticky and hydrating enough. And it was super affordable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna repurchase. This is a ColourPop, like the Soul Body brand from ColourPop. It's their body wash. I think I just got this one because I want to get like a free shipping. This was like $10. It was fine. It was a good body wash. I don't think I would be repurchasing, but it wasn't bad. It's just a body wash. The Ordinary Organic Cold Pressed Rose Hip Seed Oil. I have gone through this so many bottles, more than 10 I think. I mix 6 to 10 drops of these into my body moisturizer or body lotion. That way it's more moisturizing and it can even the skin tone and make the skin softer. So I really like to use it in this way. But it doesn't really have to be this brand. It's just rose hip seed oil in general. And now I'm using one from Muji, which is just as nice. So I don't really be like very loyal to just this specific brand. I just buy whatever is like the most accessible, and this one is very affordable, so I often just purchase from this brand. The Country and Stream Honey Hand Cream. This is a very affordable drugstore brand in Japan. Well, I don't know if it's drugstore, but it's affordable. This is probably $3 something, and it's so moisturizing and it's not sticky at all. It's one of the best hand cream that I have ever used. No doubt I'm gonna repurchase, and this itself is a repurchase. I have been repurchasing this one for like years. If you want some good good hand cream that is affordable while you are travel in Japan or something like that, get this one. It's so good. That is my huge 2023 empties. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.